Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Now we're back at it again, collecting more princess vessels, getting our collection filled, and we are on the path again.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
He keeps saying that, but we've been brought back a billion times. Let's just go ahead, right? Let's just continue the cabin. Someone said that we'll get some more options if we use the knife. Like if we pick up a knife. I don't think I brought it any of the times last time. I think I've been leaving it behind so we can have like a civilized discussion.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
As civilized as it can possibly be. I'm gonna take that blade though.
You take the blade from the table. It'll be...
I doubt that we're gonna see that cute princess ever again though. But we never know. Maybe this time. I forget. Did she have it last time?
Creaks open.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. I don't think we've opened with that yet. Oh no, she's back to being sassy.
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs.
Now this one feels a bit more like a reset.
The princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk.
Oh, so now you want to talk. You've never wanted to talk all the other times.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
No, I don't trust this version of her. It's the first one we met.
Don't you dare.
We already heard this. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands.
We've already been here before. We've already tried just going up and stabbing her, and that didn't really work super duper well. We already said that too. We already said I'm not dropping the blade. I mean... we've done all these except for drop the blade, I think, so let's drop the blade. Not a great idea, but... no, I think we did this too.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I feel like we've already been down this route. Let's just try to speed through it. Getting you out of here, examine the chains. We've already tried that. I don't think we... have we told her that we're gonna keep her locked away? Let's just try slaying her.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
No, we haven't. We haven't seen this yet.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get to kill her.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer.
She's a strong one.
Grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
She's been freaking doing squats and push-ups in this dungeon or something. Jesus Christ,
shit,
why is she always so strong?
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Oh, but we're not dead yet, so that's good.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can we? I mean, I guess we can. We do have a knife, and she's only hitting us with her body, so I guess maybe we have a chance. Oh, finish the job! Oh wait, or flee and lock her in the basement. I actually want to save here. Because I feel like I want to see the other way too. Finish the job. Can you?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either.
I'm just surprised that we got this far.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
I mean, if it's his job to, like, say things, couldn't he also change it so that we're winning? He could just say that we're not injured, right? I don't know how much effect he has, because he did have that one thing where he, like, forced us to slay the princess, and he, like, locked us into only choosing that. I'm just wondering if he could if you could say that we weren't injured, if that would actually change us physically, or not.
Can you not feel those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
You don't have to say that.
The
You never know.
clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Really?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Not at all.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And we're back again? Chapter 2, The Adversary.
You're on a path.
I mean,
in
it
the
seems that we
woods.
always have to go
You're
through
here
this
to
at least
slay her.
twice. Alright, let's go.
A warning before you go
Why?
any further.
What do you have to say this
She
time?
will lie.
Yeah, you
she
already
will
said
cheat.
this.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all.
Oh, but this is
Not
a
that
new
it
voice.
matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, she sure could.
The point of my warning wasn't to start
Lots of people
an
lie and
argument
cheat
over
in the
what
middle of fights.
circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Alright. Oh, but she's gonna be different this time. Because I was gonna just try to do the same thing
The
as
cabin
before,
is
but I
tighter
forgot
than
we
its
have to
exterior would
go through
suggest.
this again.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I want to look at the mirror. I know it doesn't really ever do anything, but
Walk up to the wall next
I just
to the
wonder
bed.
if
What are you
it'll do
talking
something
about?
eventually.
This isn't a wall. It's a...
yeah, wipe it off.
You reach forward.
And it's gone again.
There was...
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Right. Alright, let's take that knife.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And let's go. She's gonna be... What's she gonna be this time?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
I
If
wonder...
the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I wonder if, like, the type of dungeon she's trapped in each time has anything to do with what type of princess we're getting, you know? Or, like, how she died last time, you know? Because she seems to have a distinctly different one for each outcome of, like, the first chapter you do. So I wonder if they're related in
Her
any way.
fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Like, if the cabin, or the dungeon, the cabin's however somehow connected to her.
Is that another challenger?
Yeah.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Because this one, she's a lot more fiery, and we also have the voice of the stubborn this time, and I feel like these two kind of match. So I'm wondering if everything changes to go according to, like, your last ending, probably, right?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
She's probably going to be a lot tougher this time. I doubt that we're going to win a fight.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She looks like Karlach from Baldur's Gate. A little bit. They could be related.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Well, yeah, you remember.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
It's not little, it's perfectly average.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
That's rude. So you do remember me. Should we do that one? I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think that the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Let's... like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I think if we explore, we get... I think the explorers, we get to ask all of the questions. So let's start with, so you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Ouch.
So, why don't we do it again?
Okay.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Personally, I would like to exhaust all of our dialogue
Right,
options.
Fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What?
What?
You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
You seem a lot more open to it this time.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Maybe you're not important.
Are you okay?
You jealous?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I mean, but you're kind of alive. Like, well, I guess you're not. This is just a different version of you. Just because it bothers you, I'm gonna take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how I'm alive right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so. I don't understand why we'd lie. But I'm guessing there's a purpose to it. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true. Remain silent. I kind of want to try lying. Because this whole time, like, I feel like every other time that we've gotten to this thing where it's like, you remember things, but I don't remember things, I feel like we are always trying to, like, convince him that it happens, usually. So, we've never tried to convince him that we haven't done this before. Maybe we can gaslight him. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how I'm alive right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so.
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
I don't know about that. Well, now we're back to right where we are. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Is that a good thing? I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. I kind of want to leave. I haven't decided what I'm doing with you yet.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you?
I mean, she's definitely gonna kill us. We can't beat
if you
this.
want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Nope. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's get out of here. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Bye. Oh yeah, goodbye. I don't need you.
Towards the stairs, you hear the heavy
Oh,
creak
shoot.
of straining metal.
Oh no.
Snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
She's filled with crazy. Oh, she's getting fast. Oh, okay. I don't think any of these are gonna work. Dodge to the side and counterattack. Sure.
As the princess bows
She
towards
looks
you,
fast. I
you
don't
do
think
your
we're
best
gonna
to
run.
maneuver between the tight walls of the basement. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Like a dangerous Kabidan.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up.
You want
and
us to overpower
her.
this? I don't even know what she is anymore.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
You don't own me. I'm a
Princess
strong,
Azar shoots
independent
forward,
woman.
her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Ouch. Oh,
How
don't crush us.
disappointing.
That sounds painful.
She squeezes,
Ooh.
pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Ouch.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
That sounds painful. The Eye of the Needle, Chapter 3.
You're on a path
Huh?
in the wood. If you
This
weren't
is
so
different.
damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Have we ever started on a path that wasn't really in the woods before? I forget.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I mean, I'm not really convinced any of us can ever leave the woods, you know? I feel like every time we get too far off the path, the, like, world gets all weird and hairy and then we all die.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
Yeah, like, I feel like the narrator, I feel like he gets more, accepting of the situation every time we reincarnate. Are we sure that he's not
It doesn't
like,
matter.
catching
We're
on
going
more
in
and more?
circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here, are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet.
Can I make the... There we go. Turn these down. I can't hear the voices all that well. Okay.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. I wouldn't do the first one.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
I mean, I guess, but they've never
'Cause
changed
they're
before.
not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else?
You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But We can help if you let us.
Did they ever address me personally before?
These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
Well, I mean, let's go to the cabin, I guess.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Nope.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Well, let's go. See what we got this time.
The interior of the cabin is
Just
suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building.
The mirror is really
Its
big
stone
this time.
walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
You know, like, usually there's the door, but the mirror is kind of blocking this, like, cave entrance. I'm afraid when we go to look in the mirror that the mirror's gonna disappear and she's gonna be right behind it and she's gonna stab us.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
Should we listen to them?
Take it.
Well, I guess we can take the blade, but there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room, but that's it. Well, it's gonna disappear. Let's approach the mirror first.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
Oh. Did we forgo
Step forward
the
and
dagger?
approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
No, I do
All
not.
we see is a damned mirror. This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Smash it. We've never had that option before.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Oh, I guess we're going without the blade. Oopsies.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
I wonder what she evolved into now.
Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
We don't have a knife. I don't want to get her too angry. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? I know you can get out of here on your own. You sure you still want to fight? If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
No, how about you come up here and fight me? What are you, chicken?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Exactly.
There'll be nothing to her
Chicken.
this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Oh boy. I don't have a knife.
You turn to
Ooh,
face
Jesus.
what lies at the end of the
Holy
narrow
crap.
tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Now, one of you, I believe it was Perry, you said you wanted a strong woman. Strong women are cute? Is this what you want? You can have her.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
No, I just wasn't
Do you
thinking.
need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close.
Well,
if
we made her
want to
angry.
live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle.
How?
And we're going to win.
How?
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
Okay.
Bloody
Okay.
desire in her eyes, the princess
she's
rushes
very
forward,
fast.
ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
The bend and snap. Run. Didn't even give us no choice. It's like, no, you're
You turn
going.
back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near
Jesus.
the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you
Simba.
glance back.
Mufasa,
The princess
save
is
me.
right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips.
Anywhere
in
you
a rapid
go,
pursuit.
I will follow.
Good.
Is that good? I don't
Reach
want
the
her.
ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel. The cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
I don't know what I am.
Steel claw, now.
Okay. Take the blade. Yeah, I guess. Take the
Without
blade.
missing
We'll
a
listen to
step,
it.
You grab the blade from the altar.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
Oh dear. Run faster.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there.
Come
when
on,
we're
come
there.
on.
And we'll take the fight with
Oh
us.
dear.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
We're gonna die. She's gonna get us. Oh, she's gonna
Glance
get
back
us.
at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path.
Oh,
If
no.
you waver once, it's all over.
Oh no.
So get it right.
What do we do?
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Oh, so you're thinking about me.
Do it.
All the time?
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Don't know if I can do this. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now, and out here I have the upper hand, but we don't have to fight. She's not gonna take that. You've fallen right into my trap.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
Okay, what do I do? Oh
She
dear,
charges,
that's a big fist.
fully determined to end you in a single move.
What do we do?
Left, now.
Okay, left.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Now, stab her in the back.
Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
Dodge.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Yeah, we're doing good this time.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't
Well,
we?
don't be too confident.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes!
Oh, dear.
Finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Your little Delulu. She looks like Bowsette, though.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both
Oh,
of you
she
fall
looks
into your
worried.
lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers.
We're winning!
She's more.
Oops, she's
Keep
unsteady.
going. We can't stop now. You spy an opening,
Oh,
but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
did we live, though?
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
She just gave us a hug. We're not dead, right?
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Did we do it? Oh, but the world's
You've
getting
outplayed
hairy.
me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And?
Oh. But did we win? Because we slayed the princess. But you did not have a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We've been here before. We've both been here before, and you always get
But
scared.
it feels so bad. Like, looking into it right now
Yeah, we
is
already
going to be
did
the
this.
end of it.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
See you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Let's do it. What do we look like this time? You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, this is different. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Stop talking in riddles. Just answer my questions. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I have no idea. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find them. He does, and when I find them, you and I are gonna finally have answers. He does. When I find them, I'm gonna kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I feel like he does, right? Well, I mean, obviously he does, but what are we gonna do with him? I guess I don't know. We'll do this one. He does, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with him when I find him.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1.
Oh,
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
so we're almost done.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okie dokie, lady. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Well, I mean, I guess that kinda counts as you wanting something. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. But let me just save. I want to see what that does. If it doesn't do anything, then we'll just continue on.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself?
Oh wait, I think this is just
occupy
gonna shut the
forever?
game again.
Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Hmm?
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Is she talking about us closing and opening the game? We're gonna come back to the game? Yep, and there it goes. Alright. You gonna shut game? Yep, okay. Let me open it back up. Interesting. But I'm glad it told us what's going on with the narrator. He is in a separate little realm. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Though you were gone mere
The voices
moments,
remember, she
I never
remembers,
left
we
your
remember,
side.
he doesn't remember, so he's different. Yeah, we were only gone for like 3 seconds. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Alrighty. Everything goes dark, and you die. One last time. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path
Yeah, we know.
in the woods.
Let's go. Oh wait, whoa. Oh no. This is different. This is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Same, let's go.
You make your way up.
Go inside. I guess we continue to grab the knife. I feel like that did open up
The
more
interior of the
options.
cabin.
Take the blade
You take the
into the basement.
door to the base.
Let's go. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about
Are
me.
you the sassy one?
You walk
You
down
are
the
the
stairs
sassy one.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What do we do? Should we just try to kill her again? No, I feel like we tried that before. I've also tried, I haven't decided yet. I think we tried a lot of these. What? No way, why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Nah, this is my cheese cutting knife. I
The
was here to
blade.
offer you charcuterie.
Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
What do we do? I feel like there's probably at least one more path with us dropping it, right? Yeah, let's give it a shot. I mean, we just did the stabbing route. Let's try dropping it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hand.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, we've tried that before.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We did a lot of these before. We talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Did we try this one yet? I'm going to keep you locked down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do with you. I feel like we've tried that. Let's just see.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, we've already tried that. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Horrible choice, but okay.
You're making a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a lame one.
You turn your back to the princess, and make your way to the stairs.
Never turn your back on the princess.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down
It'll
here.
be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
I mean, we didn't have any other choices.
You close the basement door,
Ooh.
locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay.
Have we ever done this
We
before?
can make this
I don't
work.
think so.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
So she comes busting through the window.
It isn't long before you start to drift off.
Don't
Your
fall asleep,
eyelids
buddy.
heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why
That's
don't you
awful.
make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
I say we take this opportunity to douse the whole thing in alcohol and light her up.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh, I know. We've made enemies
It
many,
doesn't
many
sound
times.
like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of it was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Ouch! I don't want to sleep yet. That seems like a bad idea. So all of this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a
I can be
monster.
innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night
That's
to
not good.
silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
We're gonna look
its
up.
lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
We're gonna look up and she's gonna be like on the ceiling, like huddled in the corner, just staring down at us Spider-Man style.
Where is she?
I look above.
Thanks
Oh,
for helping me
shit.
get out of that awful basement.
That's awful. I hate that one.
You try
Oh
and
my
stumble
God.
to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Jesus
It
Christ.
isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
This is awful. This is just
Whose side
the
are you
worst
on?
one.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Are you sure you didn't paralyze us with your words just then?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
No, thank
one
you.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
That's a lie.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your
I don't
chest.
like it.
You have seconds left.
Stab it.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Stab it.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
How'd she get us this time? Did she just scare us to death? Did she kill us? Like, with her eyes?
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Alright, we already did this. Let's just go.
a warning. She will lie.
I don't think lying and...
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Let's go. What type of awfulness does this one have?
The interior of the
this
cabin
isn't
is
that bad.
plain. The smooth
But
wood
it's
of
the
the
same-
walls almost featureless.
Oh, never mind,
The
that's
only
awful.
furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
Are we gonna
A
talk
pristine
about
blade
this?
stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
I'm feeling very watched at the moment. I don't like all... I think these are all the princesses. It did say that we were gonna gather them the last time. And I mean, we're actually still in the cabin this time. And there's like evidence of our last decision here, right? With the flipped over table. I think these are all the princesses watching us.
The blade is your implement.
Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's much bigger this time. And it's not even really a door.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I can feel multiple of her eyes on us, although this one looks kind of goofy. They all look a little goofy.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Or explore. It's actually letting us explore, so let's do that.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Why don't you ever see the mirror?
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean, and it's gone.
Reach forward and rub your hand. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Oh, does the narrator? Is he lying to us? Or maybe you're just being paranoid. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
A bomb would be nice.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Those are lies. We've done this so many
Those are the words
times.
of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Alright, let's go. She's gonna kill us. She's horrifying.
You
Oh,
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
so creepy.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Yeah, you never do you?
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? Yeah, I mean, might as well ask.
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
It'll be enough.
Good to talk to her. I really don't think that's a great idea. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I could do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Continue down silence. I want to actually know what this does. I want to step into the void. We've never had the chance to just freaking off ourselves. Step into the void.
You
No?
attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force.
Did you
Why
stop
did you do
us?
that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. I was curious. I don't know. See, falling into an infinite void seems better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
We've never had options down here before.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
I don't know if this not bringing up this stuff is reasonable. Oh yeah, he can't see it.
Excuse me.
Or
I'm
can
being
he?
incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
That's so creepy. Let's go right. I want to head towards the little blinking eyes.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Holy
I
crap.
told you I was going to find
I
you.
don't like it.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
Oh, she's like a porcelain doll this time. Her face is all cracked.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
I don't think there's anything we can do with this. I just think she's a ghost.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh, actually, this is the last time, I think.
Vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
That was fast.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate
Jesus.
gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start
Heart,
doing it
lung,
again.
livers,
Are you
breath.
sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
I guess start breathing
Yes,
again.
I'm sure.
Heart, lungs,
Although, what are we supposed to do?
nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you
Like-
gasp for breath.
We can't stab her. She's made of air.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
No, I can't.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if
She isn't attacking us.
Even if you look ridiculous.
Why?
I don't know.
For why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
I mean, I think last time we just died of being, like, too scared. We had, like, a heart attack or something. Can she actually attack us?
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened if you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. I'm not doing any of this. Lost your blade and remain in your nightmare. That sounds like a horrible idea. Let's get out of here together. Run. Let's do the first one. Why won't you finish me off?
because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Oh, so then we have nothing to be afraid of, right? She's not gonna kill us because she doesn't want to.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to yours.
You're too close.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs,
Liver, nerves,
She
heart,
slowly
lungs,
runs her velvet
liver,
glove across
nerves.
the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. We're fine.
heart,
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
your back, lungs, liver,
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that.
We're on freaking life support.
Ah, and there's the fear.
Lung, liver, nerves, heart,
She pulls
lungs,
away.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Can you turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
lungs, liver, nerves,
I'm
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst.
liver,
I don't know if I want to.
heart, lungs,
I don't want to do this.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Sure. Let's stay in the nightmare. I don't know. We can't kill her. I don't think.
lungs,
Toss the blade and remain in your nightmare.
heart. Are you serious? Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
I don't want to let her win.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to
Oh,
her
no.
mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their
Yeah.
orifices.
Oh, that's gross.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter... too many. I don't know. The moment of clarity. Are you sure?
You're on a path.
This doesn't seem like clarity.
Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
I mean, I don't know. It sounds like we've kind of been tormenting her in here. I'm thinking maybe, like, just, like, if it's like a Doki Doki Literature Club thing, like, just by playing the game, you've been keeping her trapped in here this whole time, you know, and killing her over and over again. Something like
Slay.
that.
We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
So many times. I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have I been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make a sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
I don't know about that.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so.
I don't think she's a trustworthy source.
You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make any sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions? Let's do that one.
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel.
Rude.
You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
Well, I mean, what if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
Yeah, we have.
It doesn't work.
I know.
Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
I don't want to stay here. Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the
Just a
cabin.
mirror.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin
I
there.
mean, there's something there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
I think he removes it.
And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
Lies.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Not much of a hero anymore, are you? Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed. You don't have any choices.
Proceed? Proceed to where?
Yeah, where?
I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Yeah, sure, just proceed.
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
You have to take the blade. Huh. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else, don't you remember? I mean, I guess we did. You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth.
That's awful.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
Like Chucky.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
Throw something down there.
You really are a coward.
With every word she
No,
speaks,
thank
the
you.
princess in the pit blinks closer.
Throw your shoes at it or something, man. That's awful.
Joking when I said that way back when. You know that.
Get out a hammer.
Right.
Start playing whack-a-mole.
And closer.
She's a
I was
little
having some fun.
too much.
And I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Melt.
Watching over me forever. That was so brave.
And closer.
Oh no.
But forever is so long. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
At least she includes us.
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need, and you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You were once something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull, jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
That's rude.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
I don't like it. Oh no.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Are the other hands gonna get
I
you?
didn't think I'd be so tired.
Oh, the hair's coming. The princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
I don't know, man. That happens every time. Ew. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Purge the mirror. Oh my god, there's a ton of motorcycles outside. Hold on. Alright, I think they're gone. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Do we get to see what we look like this time? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Nothing? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection. This little thing? This little crow-looking thing? Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh. It's like a beast, a multi-eyed beast. And then another crack forms, and another... Okay, I already read that. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces break off like that? Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. It will help if I look away and stop asking questions. Every time I ask you something, if it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me, or are you part of something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? I wasn't supposed to see this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Okay, well, I'm hoping we can ask all of these. So the narrator, I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes.
Oh.
I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I think it's like a rat, you know? It's got like a snout and it's very, I don't know, kind of looks rat-like. I don't know if we get to ask all these questions. I think we'll have to be more selective. I'm guessing if the mirror breaks, we're done. Let's see. I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
What should I do? People out there beyond the walls of construct, do they know about this? What is my true identity? I do want to ask that, but let's ask this one, I think. Are you part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Long quiet. So we're nothingness? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Let's ask that.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Damn it. Alright. So you knew about the looping. So many times I met you, you denied it as if even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anybody else know about this? Why do I have to destroy her? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Yeah, couldn't we just will her into something good? Or something, I don't know, less terrifying? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Can she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? I was supposed to destroy an abstract concept. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? I want to ask if we can't just will her into something small.
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
If you made this, then I want to know... I want you to know this has been torture. What do we say? We only have like 3 questions left. Oh yeah, we're supposed to get rid of death. Why would we want to do that? Isn't the whole like thing usually immortality is kind of awful? Why would you want to get rid of death? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually, important even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end. I mean, I haven't decided, and I don't really understand what his deal is. I'm not sure how to feel about him. I don't know. Haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
I don't know. As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. Do I? The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Except for whatever's happening right now. Ooh! Too many princesses. You look happy. I don't like this.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
This looks awful. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't know what that really means. That's true.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, He gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning. Or will you open the final doors to our liberation from death? Don't you have any say in this? Why is it all falling on me? These are all explorers, so I think I can ask anything, right? You're always gonna become this, and what was the point of me doing anything? Let's ask the one with her opinion. Don't you have any say in this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What are you doing? Oh no!
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
No, I know that was me. I'm too stupid. Address this vessel statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the moment I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject your perspective. I won't engage with violence. I mean, I have existed without her. Speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about. Let's argue our independence? You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape. I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
I mean, I guess that's true. Continue to argue your independence. What are the woods then? What is the cabin? What is the time we spent apart if not me existing as myself? Life without I mean, she makes a good point. Address this vessel statement directly. I don't know. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. Let's address this vessel's statement directly. I don't know what this means, but let's do it. Oh, okay. We've both become better for what we've been through, haven't we? Not all obstacles are equal. Can meaning exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought you to protect others, not better myself. We've both become better for what we've been through, haven't we?
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
You get too
A
close.
trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Let me see this. There are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far, what more is there left? See, with time we could have been better. Changes to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now, or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow? If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I mean, I guess that's true. If there's no death or whatever, and I guess it... I don't know. Let's just go with it.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover.
I mean, I guess with this world, it's like, are we really growing though? Because our character like forgets everything after 3 chapters, you know, and the voices always forget. So are we growing? You know?
I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible. Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Let's just do the second one, appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. A boundless torrent of blades catch you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once.
I want her to be a bit louder, sorry. Music's pretty loud in comparison.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
This has always been just about us. 2 people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but I think that there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change mine, then I must be able to change you. Let's try that one.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Oh,
you
you're
don't
here?
have to do it alone.
Quite honestly, I'm not sure what I'm fighting for right now. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Where's everyone else? I mean, maybe they all merged together. I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay, let's go.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Hold on, let me save, because I'm not so sure what I'm doing. But I think we're doing a good thing right now. Let's do this, I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh, this is the Microsoft Paint version of the game. Again and again and again and again, cabin in the woods, let's go.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started,
bodies.
but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No, that's quite alright. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Yeah, let's ask that.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Yeah, let's do it for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror.
Describe the outside of the
either.
window.
I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Okay. It's funny, after everything you put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, it was
Have
very
you figured
sassy.
out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It
Yep,
sounded
that's
just
one.
like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the
And
stairs.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And
You're not
there
even
you
chained up.
are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her. I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? That's a good question.
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are we gonna do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Oh, we're on the same page. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Okay.
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right?
I don't know. Can you?
So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Is that good?
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
But won't we have to do all that all over again?
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
How would resetting it do anything to help them? There are people out there. If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? Right? Yeah, let's say that.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Okay, how can I make you help them? Don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
That sounds kind of awful. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know things won't end worse? What if I make my way back here and I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
You like me?
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me too.
Yeah. I don't know why. You're pretty horrifying in all your other different ways. We have to decide to do this every single time, forever? Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds? Yeah, might as well ask that one.
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
I don't know if this is good. I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
I just feel like this is not a good choice. Like, I like her now because she's finally normal and nice, but like, we can't just reset everything. We'll have to do, like, that would be so bad to be sending these people into torture forever. Just non-stop dying and dying and dying, and she's getting stabbed every single time, so she's not getting out of this completely pain-free. I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't think we should let her live. I don't want to slay the princess, but I think we have to. I don't want to be a god, though. But I don't think we can just let this continue for forever. That sounds like torture. And I mean, isn't that what she was kind of saying when she was all, like, with all of her hands and scary? Like, we got the weird little flashback thing, like, of her living and dying, like, being not lonely, but then getting even lonelier because everything keeps repeating, something like that. I just can't. I just feel like this would just be torture for both of us and everyone else involved. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that. I don't want to stab her! I don't want to stab you. Because you're so nice right now. But I don't think I can just torture everybody for all of eternity. I take it all back. I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? I mean, it's only Explorer.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Okay. I don't know. It's just a horrible plan. I'm sorry, but I don't think that I can do that. Slay the princess. Let's see first. I just don't think this is the answer. To just keep revisiting that amalgamation of bodies. Like, this will end it all, right? Slay the princess. I don't... Like, I don't totally understand what's happening, but I think by slaying the princess, we're ending this cycle of this horrible world that they're all trapped in, right? Right? I feel like this is the answer. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess.
You and me both.
Sorry.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out.
I'm sorry!
Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Damn it. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of each other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself, but the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path in the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in your limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across the infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once the unyielding tension gives way. Is that the sun? And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew
you're all
we'd
back.
finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we?
I don't feel like I won.
We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Me too, buddy.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
This sounds bad too.
Yeah,
Forever?
we can do that.
I don't know how I feel about forever. I don't know. Oh no. Did we do the right thing? Is there a right thing to do? I kind of want to try another one. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for the special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hit the UI by hitting... You can hide the UI by hitting H. Return to the main menu. I want to try something else. Agree to her plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
And then you do it again.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Yeah, and you do it all over again. I feel like we did the right thing then. Okay, wait, I lied. I want to try one more thing before we end this. One more thing. Let's just go into the basement. Without the blade.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
I want to just try, because I don't know how I feel about it. Like, because I don't know how I feel about, like, I feel like slaying her is just doing what the narrator said, but I don't know if I really like him that much. I don't want to kill her.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Have you figured out what you want to do?
Yep, let's go.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
You sound different this time. Sit with her. Or maybe she doesn't. I don't really know. I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
The first time we met, I cut your throat open.
Oh, fond memories.
Sure, you also killed me, but hey, that just makes us even.
You know, when she puts it like that...
I mean, yeah. We already asked a lot of this. So now here we are at the end of everything. Can you finally tell me your name?
I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much.
Want me to call you Shifty?
But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that?
Okay.
And as for you, well, hero works for me.
I'm a hero.
But
Nice.
That's me. You know, I think I like that.
I like it too. None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist?
I don't know.
I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have listened to the hero. He's never been a great source of reason.
And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
Yeah. What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is?
Nope.
Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I have no idea, but it sounds better than killing you. and you killing me. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this, and I want to know this. Doesn't matter what it happens or what it means. Whatever matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I mean, I like the second or last option. Let's do the second one, though.
I want that too.
Yeah? Let's get
I think
out of
I'm
here.
gonna stay right here. Whatever
Oh,
you're
you're
doing
gonna
right
stay?
now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Alright, man. Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Okay, man. Let's go. Let's leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows. Together, you leave the basement behind for the last time, and she doesn't stab us in the back, hopefully? It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Neither do I.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen.
Like, is this really gonna work? Because we tried leaving with her already once before and we got murdered by the hair. But I'm the nothingness, so can't I give myself permission for us to leave?
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I hope that's true. Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Yay, we're winning.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
We do get to see the cute princess again. We can fix her. I like that. I like this ending. This one feels good. I like it. I wonder how many versions of her we didn't get to see. Because there's a lot of options. Alright, now that's the end of that. Let's get out of here. So that is Slay the Princess. I'm glad that I went back and left the knife. Because I just wasn't feeling it with those two options that we got at the end. I mean, it's weird that we didn't get that option though. I don't know. I guess bringing the knife locked us out of it. Shouldn't have listened to the hero. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm still not entirely sure what the narrator was going on about, but from seeing what happens if we kind of follow his advice, I don't think I like that new world. I don't know. It sounds also like it's kind of like if you'd follow her plan. It's just an eternity, you know? I don't know if that's really a good thing. I mean, I don't know if we're granted an eternity if we leave with her either, but I guess that's what's unknown about it. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Hold on, let me show you this. I didn't know that the title screen changed. All of a sudden it started flashing and then I got this. That's horrifying. Let's never do that again. I'm gonna just shut this so I don't have to look at it. But yeah, I really think her plan of just repeating the game over and over and over again is probably the worst ending, you know? That's just an eternity of torture for the both of us and everyone else involved. And I don't know, with the narrator's world, it's only half the team gets to be happy, you know? She doesn't deserve this. I don't know what she is and how this happened. I guess, I don't know, maybe all the repetitions have just driven her into that weird, I don't know. thing that she became. I don't know. I think leaving with her is the best option though. But let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.